Hi everyone, this is CherryEnchantress, and this is your daily dust. Daily dust. Daily because it's every day. Dust because it's a sprinkling of magic like pixie dust, fairy dust. And also, dust, I just was thinking about dust in a way. It's like, it can also be like a, your chores, cleaning up, the dusting, It could be something like that too as well. But it's a sprinkling of magic, what it really is. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. So today is Friday, and I film a day ahead of time. So you can end up watching it on a Friday if I get it out on time. But it's usually for the next day. But also, if you're just stumbling upon it, it can be for whenever you stumble upon it. This is a message for you. So what I'm doing, gearing up to Christmas, is silver and gold theme, silver and gold metallic edge decks. And I've been through a few now, and I feel like now it's time to go into the other colors. So I have the Fairy Tale Tarot, which is a blue metallic deck, or aqua, my favorite color. So I love this deck because it has my favorite color, and it's in a metallic, and it's shiny and beautiful. And now what I'm going to do is shuffle this deck and get 3 cards. It's going to tell some kind of story. And then for members out there, I'm going to create something special for you this time, and I'm going to do a pick a card. So after I shuffle the deck and we get 3 cards, then what you're going to do is go to the pick a card reading and see what your outcome will be. What's the next phase? So there'll be sort of a general message and then a more specific message according to what you choose. So it's kind of like a card game. Pick a card game. Okay? So if you would like to be a member and you're not already, check out my join button, and that can show you what kind of tiers that you can choose from. So this little game is going to be for anyone, any tier, starting as low as $1.99 a month. So Sparkle of Lights on up get to play this game with me. Alright, so I might do this more often than today, but we're going to start one of these today. The sun has just suddenly started to shine. One more time. Okay, that feels good. Now pick 3 cards. Woo, Knight of Wands. Page of Wands. And the 9 of Swords. Okay, let's zoom on in and see what we get. So, if this resonates, not everybody's going to resonate, but here's the story. We have a Knight of Wands, which represents fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but not necessarily. It can also represent a very passionate person. It doesn't have to be of a particular element, but they can have a lot of passion behind them. And we have the Page of Wands, who also represents Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and fire and passion. And the Knights being representing that part of the court cards, which the level of the court cards, which is actually higher level than the Page, only in like development and maturity or whatever, and status. But the Knight simply means something different than the Page. The Knight represents an action person, a person who makes move, who takes action, who's courageous, who's athletic, possibly somebody who takes risk and has a lot of energy and very charismatic and outgoing and all of that stuff. In the Knight, especially in the fire category or in the Wands category, they have all of that times more. Then the page could be a student, so a novice, somebody who's learning things, who's new at stuff, but very eager to please, eager to learn, eager to find out information. A person who has a message, and this could be a person who has a sexy message, somebody who has a passionate message. It could be not a person, or just simply this knight has a romantic or sexy message towards you. And so it is very flattering and exciting, but is it something that you truly want? Because it seems here that it's keeping you up at night. It's like, oh no, what's going on? It's anxiety and stress, and maybe even a little depression comes through. It's like, what's going on? Like, I'm trying so hard to attract, the committed types, the ones that want to be with me, and like treat me like a spouse or significant other, not like just fly by night kind of person, or an in and out, or the playboy kind of person, or a mistress or whatever. The problem is that fire energy kind of gives us a temporary energy, like they're not exactly committed. And sometimes it could be purely a perception that's happening here. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this is true, but it is what's being perceived and what's causing probably some stress and anxiety. A second possibility here is that these are two different people. One is a verbally passionate person, so like love language of affirmations, and one is a demonstratively passionate person, so it may be somebody who has love language of touch or acts of service. So there's possibly two different passionate people you are interested in, and that could be keeping you up at night trying to make this decision of who you're supposed to be with. So then what we're going to do is take this story and take it to our pick a card, and the pick a card will tell you what you should do, like what you should do in this situation, and how, what's the outcome for you. So there'll be 3 choices, and you can choose which one you're drawn to, and that will bring you your outcome. And it's a little bit more detailed than a collective reading, but a little bit less detailed than a personal reading. But it's pretty as close to a personal reading as you can get without actually getting one from me. But you could actually get a personal reading from me if you want. If you find yourself in a scenario similar to this, just reach out to me through my email, and we can talk about, I can send you how to get a private reading. But for now, that's it for this general part of the reading, and now we will go into the pick a card. So you'll see the link in the description box for the pick a card, so you know where to go, and also a link for the join button. So if you want to become a member at $1.99, you can do that and enjoy more of these. Then maybe I'll do more of them. If you like this idea, then let me know in the comment section. Okay, here I go, and I'll hope I see you at the pick a card. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.